Hello and welcome to another edition of Know Your Schools on WISD TV. My name is Dale Caffey. I am pleased to have as my special guest today Yolanda Williams. Yolanda is the new Executive Director of Elementary Education at Waco ISD, and this is a new position for you because for years and years you were known as the principal, the main person in charge at Dean Highland Elementary.
Yes.
Before we get started on your new position, let's talk about the many, many years you've spent in Waco ISD and what those years have meant to you.
Okay. Well, I began my teaching career at Mountain View Elementary, and I was there for 4 years. I taught 5th grade, and then I became the assistant principal at Dean Highland. And after 4 years of serving as assistant principal, I had the pleasure and opportunity to become the principal at Dean Highland, and I served there for 17 years.
Great.
As principal.
Now, you went to school at Baylor University.
Yes.
But prior to that, you're a Waco ISD product, too.
I sure am. I sure am. Very proud of that.
Very good. What school did you go to?
I went to Richfield, graduated from Richfield.
All right. Richfield Rams.
Exactly. Go Rams.
What made you, when you go to Baylor University, did you immediately know what you wanted to do?
I did. I really had a love for children and helping them to learn and helping them to become more successful and just giving back to the community and things like that. So I always knew I did want to become an educator.
Now, you didn't spend too long in the classroom. Did leading a school, is that something that you aspired to do? Because you spent 4 years as a 5th grade teacher, but then apparently you had an opportunity to move into the administrative ranks. Is that something that you felt a calling to? I
did. I really felt like I could help more children, and I have always been a leader, and so that was just a natural inclination for me to do that. I did have a strong desire to do that.
Very good. Now you moved from Mountain View Elementary over to Dean Highland, and you served 4 years under Pat Marlin?
Yes.
Okay.
She was an awesome principal.
A lot of our viewers will remember the name Pat Marlin. And then you had the opportunity to take over there at Dean Highland.
Yes.
Tell me about those years.
Those were some of the best years of my life. I mean, my blood is Dean Highland. I've had so many opportunities to form relationships with families, and it's just really been a great place. It's been a family to me, and anyone that knows anything about Dean Highland, they know that we consider ourselves a family, and that's the reputation that it has throughout the community.
Now, for years and years, you were at the old Dean Highland, and when I say old, I think originally built in the early 1900s was the original building.
Yes.
We had the opportunity about 4 years ago to tear that building down and build a brand new one at the corner of 33rd and Pine. Talk about that process of moving out of the old into a temporary quarters and then back into a new.
That was a big challenge. I mean, we had so many years of being at the old Dean Highland, as we refer to it now. So many memories and historical parts of that a lot of the community members had a strong tie to, and so we did move. We packed up the whole school and moved across town. We were housed at Doris Miller, the Doris Miller campus, for 1 year, and then we had the pleasure of moving back the following year into the brand new Dean Highland, and it was just really awesome. It's something that many people don't have an opportunity to experience, but I was just so excited for our students to have that opportunity to move into a brand new school, and so it was much needed and much appreciated.
It's a lovely building. You had the pleasure now of being principal there for 3 years since you moved back, I think. But now you're leaving.
Yes.
You're leaving that brand new building to come to an older building downtown.
I know.
How tough is that on you? I mean, I know that this is another advancement in your career, and congratulations for that.
Yes.
But was it a tough decision?
It was in one sense, but also it gave me an opportunity to help more people, instead of just having an influence on the children at Dean Highland, to assist the principals of all the other 15 elementary campuses. We have 15, to help more students and more parents and more teachers and more staff members. So.
On another edition of Know Your Schools, we had the pleasure to interview Tia Allen,
who
will be taking your place at Dean Highland.
Yes.
She talked about the 8 wonderful years that she had to serve under you.
Okay.
Do you feel like you're leaving that school in great hands?
Absolutely. I feel totally confident in Tia. She's going to be great. I mean, she has worked very hard, and she also has her imprint on Dean Highland. She was there for 8 years. Even though she wasn't the principal, she was a very vital piece of that success there.
Well, let's talk about your new role now as Executive Director of Elementary Education and some of the things that you would like to accomplish.
I would like to assist the principals to help the schools become more successful than what they are. My goal is for us to exceed the expected. We want to do more than people ever think or ever thought that we could do. And so anything that I can do to help those principals to guide the schools and continue with the direction that we're going, I'm more than willing and excited about doing that.
Well, you've had success of your own that you have to be proud about at Dean Highland. A very diverse student body,
Yes.
but a student body that has performed very well on state assessments. Take a look back at some of those and what you're most proud of.
I'm just proud to see the growth of the students when the students receive their test results, and then also when the parents receive their test results. They're just as excited to see the academic growth and the progress of their students as we are. It's as if the parents are the ones that are reading the books, that are studying and things like that. So just seeing that growth, and then when you see those students graduate, as we call it, from Dean Highland, and they go on to middle school, and you hear good words about them and seeing that they're doing well academically, that's what the payoff is, to see them be successful once they leave Dean Highland.
In your new position, talk about the processes that take place. I know obviously regular meetings with your principals, but
Right.
what are the things that you do to try to help them?
I'll also meet with them as far as with staff members and things like that. Look at different initiatives, support the principals in any way that I can as far as with curriculum, any type of disciplinary issues, any type of community partnerships and things like that. I will be very involved in that.
Very good. Anything else that you'd like to add about your new position and the anticipation you have for the new school year that's about to begin?
I think next year is going to be a very good school year for us. I know that we have many challenges, but I really feel like we have a great team of principals that are well equipped to do a great job with our students and with our community members and with our staff members. So I'm just excited because I know the best is yet to come. I know that the ship is headed in the right direction. We just need to stay the course.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Yolanda Williams, and congratulations on your new position.
Thank you.
Again, this is Yolanda Williams, the former principal at Dean Highland Elementary and the new Executive Director of Elementary Education at Waco ISD. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for watching Know Your Schools on WISD TV.